This is Tony Rebel and you're listening to Ragga Soul. Ragga Soul.
And the Lord Jah Rastafari says, before one of his words shall pass, this world shall be destroyed. Evil man get lightning and thunder and brimstone and fire. Lightning and thunder and brimstone and who do you wanna praise? Jah or Lucifer? Who do you wanna praise? Jah or Lucifer? Jah will me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. Don't let the devil take control. Take control. Though I walk through the valley of death, I'll fear no evil one. From the root of David to the vine of King Solomon, Jah reveals himself in flesh, the conquering lion. Evil man get lightning and thunder and brimstone and fire. Lightning and thunder and brimstone
and with that we say, welcome to the thing that we call Ragga Soul podcast, brought to you by Soundplex Movements, aka Soundplex International, aka Soundplex. And you know the voice you're listening to, as usual, is Moke, and to my right, of course, is the one and only Slim. Wagwan, Slim.
Boy, I'm here, Moke. Wagwan.
Nothing much, man. I gotta say, Slim, I like the selection, man. The first song featured tonight is by the one and only Sluggy Ranks, is that right?
Yes, man, Sluggy Ranks. And you don't know, big up Sluggy Ranks, even though he passed away.
Right, the late, great Sluggy Ranks, of course.
Yes, man, the title of that one called Lightning and Thunder.
Lightning and Thunder. One of the boom tunes put about the man they call Sluggy, and unfortunately Sluggy was involved in a car accident, expired back in July 2012. I can't believe it's been almost 5 years already since the late, great Sluggy expired, but Sluggy definitely was one of New York City's brightest dancehall stars, Slim. So I think that was a very good selection that you came up with the first song, my youth. Big up yourself.
Respect.
Well, Slim, so we got a pretty good show lined up for the people.
Yes, a very, very packed show today lined up for the people. Them.
We're gonna talk about Otis Gayle.
Yeah, man, big artist.
Right, who's someone, a former Studio One artist. Well, I should say a current Studio One artist, Mr. Gayle, still with us. Someone who has done good works in reggae music that people don't really know and don't really hear the name very often. So we're going to talk a little bit about Otis Gayle in a segment that we call Bright Light. And then, Slim, I know you want to talk a little bit about Busy Signal. That was a bit of a surprise to us.
Yeah, man, I want to talk a little bit about Busy Signal because if you don't know, I'm going to let you know Busy Signal get back in visa. Not his work permit, his visa.
Right. He's still working on the work permit from what I understand. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Buju, Banton, and Vybz Kartel as well, two other reggae artists that found themselves in some legal issue, but are both, it's just some things to talk about each of those guys. We're going to do that. And then later on, we're going to get into the Little Soundboy segment, which of course is your segment.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And we're gonna talk about some dubplate prices, right?
Yeah, man, because it's ridiculous.
All right, Ragga Soul podcast, the SO for the people, episode number 2, Sluggy Ranks, Lightning and Thunder.
Take it away.
evil man get lightning and thunder and brimstone and fire. Lightning and thunder and brimstone and who do you wanna praise? Jah or Lucifer? Who do you wanna praise? Jah or Lucifer? Jah will me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. Don't let the devil take control. Take control. Though I walk through the valley of death, I'll fear no evil one. From the root of David to the vine of King Solomon, Jah reveals himself in flesh, the conquering lion. Evil man get lightning and thunder and brimstone and fire. Lightning and thunder and brimstone and who do you wanna praise? Jah or Lucifer? Who do you wanna praise? Jah or Lucifer? Jah hold me tight and don't let go. Don't let go. center, things that you don't know about. King Selassie's guidance lead us to the divine route. Seek salvation and not destruction. Pray for redemption. In a this Armageddon. Prepare for the coming. The seven seals are broken. Evil man get lightning and thunder.
www.soundplex.nyc on that social media at SoundplexNYC. And that one was called Lightning and Thunder by the late great Sluggy Ranks. And I tell you, Slim, 95% Black as well as Lightning and Thunder, two of my favorite tracks by the late great Sluggy.
Have to be, definitely, man, because two wicked piece of tracks, man, by Mr. Sluggy.
Yeah, and he has a couple of more as well. But anyway, so let's just do the bright light real quick, Slim. So each and every week, we have a segment now we're going to call Bright Light, but we're going to take a minute to acknowledge someone out there in the universe. They might be late and they might still be with us, but we're going to acknowledge them for their contribution to reggae music.
And this week, who we going to acknowledge, Mighty Moke?
This is going to be Otis Gayle. Otis Gayle is an artist that left his native Jamaica back in 1967 and relocated to Canada. And he's someone who produced a great number of Studio One tracks over the years. And he's still active today, Slim, performing all over Europe, all over North America. Definitely doing his thing. But he's someone whose name is not synonymous with great Studio One recordings. So we're going to take a minute out this week to acknowledge him. And I understand you dug up a tune for me, Slim,
yeah, man,
right?
Definitely. Me dust this one off, man. Clean for the people. And this one called I'll Be Around, released in 1973 by Mr. One called Otis Gayle.
Yes, this one is a cover, actually, right? This is a cover of the Spinners song I'll Be Around. I almost said I'll Be There. it's a cover of the acclaimed song from the Spinners called I'll Be Around.
Yes.
And Chronixx actually took this up and released something pretty wicked back in 2015
called Majesty.
So Slim, I want you to dig up that tune there for the people, Ragga Soul there, sir.
You are listening to Ragga Soul. You are in tune to Ragga Soul.
Soundplex.
Ragga Soul, there for the people. Boom, the people. Boom, the people. Boom.
We tell them, see a Soundplex, you know.
Yeah, man, big up Mr. Otis Gayle on this one. Released in 1973, I'll Be Around. Ragga Soul. Boom!
This
Ragga Soul,
is all from the road. Love's last episode. There's nowhere to go.
Yes, Soundplex to the fullest.
Oh no,
Plex to the fullest.
you make your choice. Now it's up to me to find that gracefully.
It's the musical thing called Soundplex International.
Baby, whenever you call me, I'll be there. Whenever you want me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there.
think it's just your smile. I don't know how to say it now. I've been thinking for a while. The best way to say it, woman, your energy is right, yeah.
Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul,
Before I hold you in my arms, I wanna hold you in my heart. Before we share our love upon that bed, I wanna place this crown upon your head, woman. Girl, you're my queen, majesty. You are my queen, majesty. Don't you know you are my queen, majesty? Oh, you are my queen, majesty. Queen of the jungle, you are the lioness. Other feline a grumble, but you're always trying your best. So when the whole world a crumble, your lion is alright. Before I hold you close, just before I hold you close. Oh girl, I wanna let you know that when all is done and all is said, you deserve that crown upon your head, woman. I said, queen, don't you know you are my queen, baby? Majesty, yes, you know you are, majesty. You are my queen, baby, majesty. You know?
We tell them, see a soundplex, you know. Soundplex, you know.
Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul.
Soundplex, soundplex, soundplex.
Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul.
Remember in the golden days, we listened to the radio and rubber dub played, and mommy and daddy used to rock and sway, rock and sway, rock and sway. Remember when we first met, when we used to wonder what song would play next, and whenever our favorite song would play, we rock and sway, so rock and sway, just like we used to do back in the day. Hey, rock and sway, so baby rock and sway with me. Every time the music plays and I get lost inside the sound waves, I listen to the words that the DJ say. I rock and sway, rock and sway. And late at night in my room, I turn up the radio to brighten my mood and let go of the worries that I had all day. I rock and sway, so rock and sway, just like we used to do back in the day. Rock and sway, so baby rock and sway with me.
Never go away, girl. I need you every day, girl. Answer me when I come. I won't change you for nothing at all. Cause you're the best thing in my life. I found you so interesting, I'm liking your vibes. Baby, you're the best thing in my life. I found you so interesting, I'm liking your vibe. You make me wanna hold you. I say it proud and bold too. Love you as I've told you, from my heart and deep down in my soul. I was like a broken chain, girl, until you came. So long been deserted. Show me what love is. Cause you're the best thing in my life. I found you so interesting, I'm liking your vibes. Baby, you're the best thing in my life. I found you so interesting, I'm liking your vibe. Like a flower, girl, you flourish. Take the best I can, properly nourish. The way you treat me, girl, I adore it. Things that make up, they'll never ignore it. I'm your joy, baby, wow. And it's flowing so better now. How the deep was the root. Baby girl, I love you, telling you the truth. The best thing in my life. Found you so interesting, I'm liking your vibes. Baby, you're the best thing in my life. I found you so interesting, I'm liking your vibe. Never never go away, girl. I need you every day, girl. Answer me when I come. I won't change you for nothing, I know.
The price that they pay won't be on in the Hey, check out the state of this world where Jah create. Today it seems the value of life depreciate. Babylon inoculate, con and frustrate the children of today where I try hold the faith. The pictures they paint slightly inaccurate, so sorrow saturate them and all the syndicates. We try initiate wars to devastate. I and the humble few them cannot manipulate, but them better talk to me, come in and love what me I say. Too many living in a poverty. Talk to me, come in and love what me I see. Too much hypocrisy. Currently I mess my people deep in a debt. Them higher IMF it take the nickel them left. Crime in excess, push and dog a stress. Oh, all who are not talk still have to have a proof. Me say them slaughter nearly 100 in a 2-day west. And then them wonder why the hungry people get fixed. The table gonna turn on for them garments like a wet. Come and charge you for the same. Try to what you said when you no tax with the most. Murder the most, you're shipping the most. Cocaine cross the coast. So tell me why they get a president you want the most. If I saw it a go, you better prepare for road. Anyhow you better talk to me, come in and love what me you say. Too many living in a poverty. Talk to me, come in and love what me you say. Too much hypocrisy.
Now that voice is probably somewhat familiar to you. That is the Small Axe Jesse Royale. And that tune is entitled Talk to Me, and the rhythm itself is Rock and Sway. And that Jesse Royale was preceded by a Sizzla Kalungi that is called Besting in My Life. And Slim, I like the first tune on the rhythm that you played, sir.
Definitely, because we have featured a new artist called Kayla Bliss.
Kayla Bliss, and that one was entitled Rock and Sway.
Yeah man.
You know what I mean? So Ragga Soul there stuff for the people, them Slim, and now it's time for us to talk some things.
Ragga Soul.
So Slim, the world turned upside down, at least the reggae music world turned upside down, when out of nowhere, in the middle of January,
early morning at that,
Busy Signal came out of nowhere and posted on his Instagram and said, "Yo, people, New York, me there sir again."
I was shocked.
So for those that may not be familiar, those that may not know, Busy Signal, whose real name is Glendale Gordon, after a 15-year hiatus, Slim, he was deported from the United States 15 years ago. Somehow, many of us did not ever think that Busy Signal would get clearance to set foot on American soil again. But lo and behold, here we are in 2017. Busy Signal has gotten permission, has gotten international travel documents once again. And as we speak, Slim, is on American soil.
Right now.
Now, how surprised were you when you heard about that?
Honestly, I was one of the person that think Busy will never, ever, ever see the light of America again. But I was shocked.
I gotta say, Slim, I was shocked as well. Now, for those that didn't really keep up with the whole Busy Signal situation, back in 2002, Busy Signal, which we unfortunately see from time to time with a lot of reggae musicians, found himself in trouble in Minnesota. There were some drug charges against Busy, and what Busy did, which we don't often see, was Busy skipped out on the charges, you know? And the case was left unresolved for many, many years. And Busy kind of left America and he went back to Jamaica and he was pursuing his musical career and he found success, you know? But it eventually caught up with him, Slim. Back in 2012, after Busy was doing a bit of a tour in Europe, he was apprehended. Eventually was apprehended and he was extradited back to the United States, basically. And he had to answer those charges. He was picked up and sent to federal prison.
In Minnesota, where he ended up spending 2 months before he was basically deported back to Jamaica.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So I think the sentence was supposed to be about 6 months, but for whatever reason, maybe it was good behavior. Yeah, he only spent about 2 months in prison. And then when he was released, Busy Signal himself has been doing a bit of a radio tour in the New York City area. And Busy said that when he was let out, they actually gave him the option of whether he wanted to be deported or not. And he actually said, yeah, deport me, send me back home.
You send me back home.
Yeah. So Busy was back home. And as you remember, one of his boom tunes that he released, where he said, I mean, no, go to jail again.
For real.
Right? It actually was a result of that. But again, Slim, the point is that over the years, unfortunately, I mean, you talk about Busy Signal, obviously, and you talk about Buju, you talk about Jah Cure, you talk about Vybz, Kartel, who some of those guys we're going to talk about a little more. Yeah. But we see Jamaican musicians and artists get in trouble with the law all the time. And unfortunately, for the most part, it always negatively affects their ability to travel to the United States and to not only make food for themselves and their family, but also to appear for the fans that they have in America.
True.
So with all that said, we're going to say large up to the man called Busy Signal, better known as Glendale Gordon. I tell you, I never thought Busy would be back in the States, and I'm very happy for him, and very happy for what it might mean for other artists that find themselves in legal trouble. There is hope, no matter what. It's only a matter of time, Slim, before you see Busy Signal doing one of those 6 months tours like what Sizzla did when he got his papers back.
For real.
You know what I mean?
For real. But most of all, I want to say big up Mr. Andrew Crumbry. If you don't know.
Oh, the man rich now.
If you don't know, that was the person or the lawyer that was heavily involved in Busy getting back is...
No, not only heavily involved, Slim. Andrew Crumbry was the guy.
The man, right?
This was the guy.
Who helped Busy get back his visa.
Attorney.
Yeah, man, for come back to the States. So, Mr. Crumbly, big up yourself, you know what I mean? And me not lie no more. May I send out a request right now to any artist. If you find yourself in a trouble, come check Mr. Crumbly, because he's the wickedest thing around there right now. And you know what? Maybe Jah Cure can come get help too.
Well, Slim, it sounds like you're making a pitch to be partnership with Mr. Crumbly, because you're bigging him up wicked on Ragga Soul.
Mr. Crumbly, big up yourself, man, because trust me, America miss Jah Cure, so I want to see him up here. So maybe him can come check here and get that thing, you know what I mean? We don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's a very good point, Slim. So Jah Cure was incarcerated back in Jamaica back in April 1999.
Yeah, man, definitely.
And was sentenced to 15 years in prison, and the charges that Cure was brought up on included gun possession, robbery, and rape. And there are a lot of people out there that felt that Jah Cure, whose real name is Sikiture Alcock, they felt that Cure was wrongfully accused and wrongfully incarcerated. You know? And he was actually sentenced to 15 years. It's 15 years, Slim?
Yeah, man, 15 years.
But he actually only ended up serving about 8 years.
8 years.
And when was he released?
In July 28, 2007.
Okay, yeah. So Cure now has been out for almost 10 years, really?
Yeah, man, whole heap of years, but still can't see him in the States.
Right, you can't see him in the States. Well, he has been able to travel all over Europe. If you go look on the man's Instagram, you see beer pictures in Amsterdam and
all in Greece and them places.
Exactly, all over the European Union. And Cure releasing the album called The Cure back in July 2015, and that was the album that was actually nominated for the Grammy Award.
Yes.
That he didn't end up winning. But Jah Cure, without question, Slim, has released some wicked music.
Definitely.
Over the past couple of years. And what a lot of people don't understand and don't even really know was Cure was incarcerated back in 99, and his first 3 albums, Free Jah Cure was the first album. And then he released an album called Get a Life. Then he released an album called Freedom Blues. And each of those 3 albums were released while Cure himself was behind bars, if you can believe that.
So, Mr. Crumbly, if you're out there and you're listening, I'm going to send some of my artist friends them come check you, including Jah Cure. All right? And look out for I'm 15%. All right? So look out for the artists them.
And of course, look out for Ragga Soul. www.soundplex.nyc on that social media at SoundplexNYC. Moke there, Slim to my right. And as usual, we're there for the people.
Yes, Soundplex to the fullest. Flex to the fullest. Flex to the fullest.
Sizzla. This foundation is in the Island Mountains. I love Vybz still I say more than him, Jacob. No, yes. Selassie, I'm mightier than them all. Yes, whosoever fight the king shall fall. Emmanuel mightier than them all. Hey, 1/10 of the spoil stand tall. Black Marcus mightier than them all. None of them can go round our stall. And now I'm seeing a doomsday clock is sticking up on the wall. Them say them nah hear Rasta none at all. Alright, so enough of them but want some grounds. Now round for spawns off them face and shoot them down and ground. When them see the pinky man tell them to frown. Fire with the bun tell them forget out of town. I listen last year wear the triple crown. So youths get away from the brush and the comb. Ain't no try bleach out all your skin tone. You better stay far from Rome danger zone. Then we mash up all your flesh and then we broke up all your bone. Left it down and dirty they feel blood and bone. Selassie I mightier than them all. Then whosoever fight the king shall fall. Emmanuel mightier than them all. Hey, 1/10 of the spoil stand tall. Black Marcus mightier than them all. Hey, none of them can go round our skull. They not see the doomsday clock is sticking up on the wall.
Not a thief or a murderer. Make you love we make him plant up the herbs. Not a soul him at this time. It's planting for the healing of the nation. It's his only occupation. Make you love we make him plant up the herbs. Not a soul him at this time. It's planting for the healing of the nation. It's his only occupation. To all the neighbors who is living round the farmer, beg you please don't become an informer. If they're not farm without no food to survive, if not for farming, farmer can't stay alive. There'll be so many mouths to feed if he's taken down by the police. In this jungle called society, only healing herbs can bring some ease. So beg you long we make him plant up the ass. Not a soul him on this star. He's planting for the healing of the nation. It's his only occupation. Beg you long we make him plant up the ass. Not a soul him on this star. He's planting for the healing of the nation.
That's why the youths them have his heart. Boy, see ya. Don't bring no guns today. Don't need no more gunplay. Can't you see the kids them in the way? When they gonna play? Yeah. Don't bring no knives today. Don't take another life today. Take out your wife today. Do something right. Youth man is the system. We burn the fire and men system. We tell the ghetto youths not be no victim. No do nothing if it not uplifting, yeah. Well, youth man is the system. We burn the fire and men system. We tell the ghetto youths not be no victim. No do nothing if it not uplifting. Sit ya! Babylon has how them stay from long time. The whole of them unjust and unkind. No expect, no better them a mankind. Things is not like one time when every man used to share one dime. Every man a seek for them one online. Till I see and hear no Constantine. Until they get the youth to find, yeah. Don't bring no guns today. Don't need no more gunplay. Can't you see the kids them in the way? When they gonna play, yeah. Don't bring no knives today. Don't take another life today. Take out your wife today.
I'm waiting on my baby. He may be gone from my side for a while, but I'm not cheating. No, I'm waiting on my baby. No matter what I'm trying, no other guy can give me no better loving. He's giving me happiness, yes. Treats me like a princess, yes. Some I couldn't give him no less, yes. Then the good, better, and the best, yes. Sometime I put him to the test, yes. And him not end up in a no mess, yes. When he's with me, him not see the rest, yes. and you deserve my respect. Yes, that's why I'm waiting on my baby. He may be gone from my side for a while, but I'm not cheating. No, I'm waiting on my baby. No matter them I try, no other guy can give me no better loving.
Oh, love needs vacation too, and that doesn't mean I don't love you. Woman, words mean so much, but I'm a man of few, and that doesn't mean I don't love you. Sometimes I'm just in a different state of mind. My reaction to action take too much time. You keep showing me love, yet it seemed I was blind. Never disconnect your love line. Out there is such a race. Oh, woman, must keep up the pace. Alright, when it's time to have your fun, you'll find tears running down your face. Oh, love needs vacation too, and that doesn't mean I don't love you. Woman, words mean so much, but I'm a man of few, and that doesn't mean I don't love you.
Father, we seek your blessing.
We tell them, see our
every
sound
day your
flex, you know.
children cry. Although some of us are missing,
Yes, sound
we
flex
still
to the
live up
fullest.
and
Flex to the
Father,
fullest.
we seek your blessing. Every day your children cry. Although some of us are missing, we still live up and it's not pretty out there. Yeah. Sticky out there. Yeah. Slippery out there. Yeah. Some full of trickery out there. Whoa. One lip and dopey out there. You're ragged and dirty out there. And somebody gets smutty out there. King Rastafari. Protect we out there. Never left we out there. No. Father, we seek your blessing. Every day your children cry. Although some of us are missing, we still life up and die. Father, we seek your blessing. Every day your children cry. Although some of us are missing, we still life up and die. Many a times our heart grieves. You see the things Babylon above them sleep. Equal rights and justice. Every ghetto youth need no. Down in it slow and easy. Poor man find it all day today. Oh, what a struggle in the rubble. There's no getaway.
Soundplex.
Ragga Soul.
This is Soundplex.
And this is none of the bad.
Them lose. Them coulda try iron. Ain't no shoulder to cry on. Don't stop with the iron. Boy, this ain't at the wrong place, at the wrong time. Come a run off mouth, carbine gun cross him mind. In at the right place, at the wrong time. Top a slice him like pint, dislocate him spine. At the right place, at the right time. Never hear and deaf, them never see and blind. In at the wrong place, at the wrong time. And we are the best in crime. So the thugs ready for attack them just in time. Squeeze trigger, bust in 9. Face the prosecution, German Luger in a me hand. Don't dare cross the line. Hey, attack them just in time. Squeeze trigger, bust in 9. The boy face the execution, Luger in a me hand. I keep on busting mine. Pop into grand spring, that's how the thing say. Come on, no beg friend, that's how the thing say. Diamond socks follow me, that's how the thing say. No boy can't call away, that's how the thing say. Now sell out the link, that's how the thing
thing set. If me broke me rob the brink, I saw the thing set. Spanish town now no favor, so the thing set. Sound it make them hear how the thing set. Hey, so me say, attack them just in time. Squeeze trigger, busting nine. Face the prosecution, German Luger in a me hand. Don't dare cross the line. Hey, hey, attack them just in time. Squeeze trigger, busting nine. The boy face the execution. Luger in a me hand. I keep on busting mine. Flankers well equipped on everything. Don't tell them full clip on everything. The boy running off the youth flow. My youth flow. It's a reality show. In the jukebox. I don't know nothing much about Beverly Hills. I don't know about working for the system. I don't know about life on Miami Beach, but know a little about the streets. Just ask me about Brooklyn. I know the ganja move in the streets, and when you're poor you can't sleep. Ask me about Brooklyn, where every day another bikes the dust. Choose so much gunshot a bus. Just ask me about Jamaica, where life is getting harder. And if you ever come on, you ask me about Jamaica, where the policeman and soldier no stop chat man be murder. So nobody ask me about things that I don't know. Ask me about reality and I will show you just how the ghetto youths flow. This is real life living on a proper shore. We don't know about owning yachts and fancy cars, but where we come from, those who show off become victims. Cause in the ghetto everyone is a superstar, and everyone is back in need. Just ask me about Brooklyn. I know the ganja move in the streets, and when you're poor you can't sleep. Ask me about Brooklyn, where every day another bites the dust. Shoot so much gunshot about. Just ask me about Jamaica, where life is getting harder. And if you ever come on, you ask me about Jamaica, where the policeman and soldier.
Now, a little earlier, we were talking about Busy Signal, and we were talking about Jah Cure and their legal issues. Now, earlier on, we said we were going to talk a little bit about Buju and his whole situation. So now let's talk some things. Let's talk about Buju.
Yeah.
So Slim, there's actually been a lot of misinformation as it relates to Buju and his whole situation. And obviously, this is a trial and a situation that anyone involved, anyone that has a love of reggae music, is really interested in knowing what's going on with Buju. Long story short, man, Buju was charged in December 2009 on federal drug charges that were mostly conspiracy to distribute cocaine. And what's interesting about conspiracy, Slim, in America, conspiracy became a big charge when you were dealing with mobsters and those types of guys back in the middle to late middle 20th century, so 1960, 1970. The thing about conspiracy doesn't actually require you to commit a crime. Conspiracy literally just means that you and another individual make an agreement to commit a crime, Yeah. So if me and you shake hands and we say we're going to go rob a bank, and then I take a step toward committing the crime, so I go get a gun, or I go steal a car that we're going to use for the bank robbery or whatever, then I can be found guilty of conspiracy. So anytime somebody is charged with conspiracy, it always makes people wonder about the circumstances, because conspiracy is a charge that is really one of the easier charges for American law enforcement to find somebody guilty of. And that was the main reason why a lot of people got interested in Buju's situation from the very, very beginning. So December 2009, Buju was charged, and he was eventually found guilty in February 2011 of the same charge of a conspiracy to possess and distribute cocaine. And since then, Buju has been locked up.
But since then also he's has a lot of appeal,
Yeah.
And definitely the music world, we thought something was definitely up with that case, something was fishy with that case.
Yeah, well, a lot of people felt that way, Slim. And actually one of the people that were leading the appeals process for Buju is a renowned professor, goes by the name of Charles Ogletree. And Mr. Ogletree happens to be, you want to talk about powerful attorneys. So we talked about Andrew Crumby earlier,
yeah,
Busy Signal attorney. Charles Ogletree is one of the more renowned black attorneys in all of the United States of America. And Mr. Ogletree is a law professor at Harvard Law School. Okay? Yeah, right? Big up. And he's the founder of Harvard Law School's Charles Hamilton Houston Institute for Race and Justice. And he's written several books on adjudication in the United States and on legal issues in America. And would you believe that a man like Mr. Ogletree researched Buju's situation, found out about Buju's situation, and decided that he wanted to help Buju in his appeals process. And most people would look at a man like Mr. Ogletree and say, yo, there is no way this guy would want to go and get himself involved with Buju if he thought that Buju was rightfully convicted.
So basically what you're saying, Mighty Moke, is that Mr. Ogletree feel that Buju was a victim of entrapment.
Yeah. Well, look at you pulling out the legal term there, Slim.
Local studies.
Local studies. Yeah, no, but big and serious though. Yeah, so entrapment, right? So
yeah, man.
Long story short, I mean, what entrapment is, you have the word trap in there, right? So it kind of tells you what is going on. Entrapment essentially is a situation where the government or agents hired by the government basically set you up to commit a crime. So in other words, if you're a drug dealer and a law enforcement officer comes up to you knowing that you're a drug dealer and says, hey, could I buy some drugs from you? Would you be willing to sell me a pound of marijuana for $300 or whatever the going cost of the herb is? I don't know what it is these days. But if an officer comes up to you and causes you to commit a crime, our legal system in America basically says that that's not fair. So that's why if you ever watch Law and Order or if you ever watch some of these police shows, whenever they have a situation where they go undercover and they're trying to get somebody for commission of a crime, the police is never supposed to offer to commit the crime, or they're never supposed to be the one to first bring it up. Whether it's prostitution, whether it's drugs, or whether it's killing somebody for money, whatever the situation is, the police are not supposed to be the one to bring it up because that is entrapment. What they need is for you to be the one to say, hey, I want to sell you these drugs, or I want to kill this person for you in exchange for $10,000 or whatever. If not, it is entrapment.
So basically, as you break it down, Mighty Moke, them now wait for you to do the crime. They might come to you with the crime and say, all right, this is it on the table.
That's entrapment. Yes, that would be textbook entrapment.
That's basically what it is.
That's basically what it is. So when Mr. Ogletree looked at Buju's situation, so what happened with Buju, the reason why Buju ended up being found guilty, or at least a major reason why he was found guilty, was because there was an informant that was working with the government against Buju. And it was the testimony of that informant, as well as the video evidence and the documented evidence, I should say, that the government had against Buju that helped to be found guilty in federal court. Now, whether or not it was entrapment or not is another situation, but Mr. Ogletree felt that it was, and that is why he was so vehemently fighting on behalf of Buju to win a new trial and to potentially get his conviction overturned.
So from what I understand is that Buju is not going to go appeal no more.
Right, yeah. It's actually very interesting. But yes, so Buju has opted to kind of just sit down and do the rest of the time on his sentence. I mean, he's done most of it already. Anyway, do you know why it is that he decided to drop the appeal?
Well, I don't know, but from what I heard is it sounds like a blackmail because they saying that they had a gun charge against him.
Yes. Well, I mean, so that's the word on the street. That's what it sounds like. It sounds a lot like blackmail to me, if you ask me, Mr. Slim.
Straight up.
So when Buju was picked up on these charges a little while ago, supposedly the government had a gun charge against Buju that they decided to not pursue for whatever reason. And as Buju went through his appeals process and as his appeals got shut down, it seemed like the U.S. attorney that was in charge of the case just got sick of him and Mr. Ogletree trying to push all of these situations. And what was told to Buju in his representation was that the government would be pursuing this firearms charge against him if he did not agree to drop all further appeals. Now, what would have essentially happened with Buju is if they brought the firearms charge against Buju and found him guilty, which they probably would have, it would have tacked an additional 5 years onto his sentence. So in a way, it's sort of like they blackmail Buju, where they say, yo, if you don't drop the appeals, you're going to get another 5 years.
So his back was against the wall. That's what it looked like.
Exactly. So Buju decided to not pursue the appeals any further. And initially, he was to be released in January 2019. But because of some changes in the drug laws and such that President Obama was certainly instrumental in helping push forward in the United States, Buju's official release date is actually now December of 2018. So I know there's been a lot of misinformation about Buju. Some people were thinking he was going to get out December 2017, etc. But the fact is that Buju will be incarcerated until sometime in December 2018. Is that right, Slim?
December 8th.
Yeah, December 8th, 2018 is when Buju will officially be released from federal custody in the United States, and he will be deported back to Jamaica after he is released.
Yep, so just go and hold it, Mr. Buju Banton. But another artist, want to shed some light on that find himself in the same predicament as Mr. Buju.
Oh, them said start well.
Mr. Up to the Time himself.
Lock down the charts.
Adidja Palmer, a.k.a. Vybz Kartel.
Yeah. So now Kartel was convicted back in April 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Now, and Kartel was found guilty of first-degree murder, which is, the most serious charge you could possibly have.
Very serious.
For Clive Williams, a.k.a. Lizard.
Yep.
And how long was he sentenced for? You remember, Slim?
35 years to life.
Oh, yeah, the 35 years was a parole date after 35.
Then he's granted parole.
Right.
But more likely a life him a look pan ya, man. Jamaica, that,
Well, actually it depends, because Slim, it's actually really funny. A couple of weeks ago when we first started talking about this, you were actually the one that told me. I had no idea that Kartel was actually appealing the charges against him.
Well, obviously because he found himself in the same predicament where evidence been tampered with,
right?
And jewelry got tampered with.
At least that's the allegation.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Right. So now Kartel has been going through an appeal process, and at least as of November 2016, according to his attorneys, the appeal request was granted for Kartel.
Yes.
And sometime now in 2017, he's expecting to have another opportunity. Yeah, some sort of hearing.
But that way they could set up the date for his court appearance and all of that.
Yeah, so obviously Kartel trying to find himself out.
Of course, which is no man no wants to stay in a jail.
Exactly, no big surprise there. But from what I understand, Slim, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I think you know a little bit more about the World Boss's trial than I do. But the evidence that they seem to have against Kartel seem to be very, very, very damning. And even if he does win a new trial, I don't understand how he's going to be able to walk away from this. But I guess that's why everyone has their date in court.
Well, we're just going to keep our finger crossed, all the Gaza fan them like myself, and hope for the best on this one.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, Slim, I guess that's all we can really do. I wasn't there, I don't know what Mr. Kartel may have done or did not do.
True.
And, he has he may have a new date in court, and I guess we're just going to see how it all plays out.
Gotta wait and see, man. Keep our finger crossed, all the Gaza people them, and we just wait and see what's going to happen.
www.soundplex.nyc on that social media at SoundplexNYC. This is Ragga Soul.
This is Tony Rebel, and you're listening to Ragga Soul. Ragga Soul.
Ragga Soul. Soundplex. So many good sources of life. So many things in the past.
You are listening to Ragga Soul.
See ya. Hey, who the boy? Who are you? I'm here on the face. Say them a look for red and Soundplex. Bobby race. 3 and gun, 2 rifle, and a bucket full of lead. Bad man made the list, Jamaica mouse mountain. And who the boy? You know here, too much man a dead. And fuck us and go make you get manga like trade. Badness too thick, go get it diluted. Some boy no know, and when them a deal with, you can back the interbarrow, we run over the bridge. With a big mouth, some of it ensure safe passage. Like certain friend, cause we don't love how them a live. Like certain boy, cause them too talkative. Police and informer love know your business. Might see where me drive, but you can't see where me live. We not trust no guy. Sin, bad boy, busting beer M16. All the run up pretty in rugged it mean. Lad, when me here, I tell them, put it by, who are you? I'm here on the face. Hear them a look for red, they a try where Bobby race. 3 and handgun, 2 rifle with a bucket full of lead. Batman made the list, Jamaica mouse wanted today. But by you don't hear too much man a dead. And what goes and go make you get mad and like trade. Badness don't think go get it diluted. Some boy no know where them a deal with. Them a lock off the corner with the rapper pam pam. I talk about no man to the down. Soldiers and guard from 1 to 1. When you listen to the words of Buju Banton, hey, you better cool boy, you better chill. I know everything you see, you must try to kill. And anywhere you go, you're running it wild. One like said, you is a unruly child boy. But by one day, them on the fed. You don't look for red, and cow with Bobby red. 3 handgun, 3 rifle, and a bucket full of lead. Bad man made in Jamaica, most wanted. But by you don't hear how much man are dead. What else I gonna make you look manga like shred? Badness don't think I'll get it diluted. Some boy don't know.
You are listening to Ragga Soul.
Ragga Soul.
Ragga Soul.
Here comes the musical thing called Bring Your Queen and Lock Your Machine.
Soundplex.
Oh yeah.
Soundplex.
Here comes the musical thing called Bring Your Queen and Lock Your Machine. Oh yeah. But way boo, yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, I love the vibes, I know the rhythm I drive. But me not coming at the dance, I'll strive.
Music is all we got. Now we must depend it.
No need no one. Man and woman apart.
Everyone is a star.
Making us fun, Mamma Mia. The people's church. Yes, it's where everyone's gathering. Need no bothering. I just love. So everyone must come together. Everyone. Join together. Everyone. Music forever. Sweetest relief. God's all sweet. God's all sweet.
I love the vibes and how the girls them dress, yes.
And everyone that come express themselves.
Them dress to impress.
One black love, one African nest. Well, I said,
Ragga Soul.
the music's on the street, but check the message at that. In come the musical thing and bring your queen and lock your glock. And the truth and the not so chat. Dancer, no need no one. Man and woman for part.
Everyone is a star.
Like King Alpha and Mamma Mia.
She said them a hype up themselves.
Oh, we are representing the big sound called Soundplex, yeah.
See them a hype up themselves, but none of them no righteous in a themselves. What's that now? How them a go on like them wicked and bad? When me check it out, them are the stupidest lad. How them a go on like how the old world them have? When me check it, them know I'm not supposed to be a brow. How them a go on like them wicked and bad? When me check it out, them are the stupidest lad. How them a go on like how the old world them have? When me check it, them know I'm not status for a brag. Some boy just approve a thing, and now them lose a thing. Me guns them over him. What's the cap a shot a cruise at him? Me bad alone. Me trod alone. Get mad alone. Who can stop me from killing me? Most almighty God alone. Wow, I want do some trigger happy freak. Just a boss gun, them just know fi patrol the street. Just a know the dog with them, no stand up on them feet. Them a run up and down when me pop on me gun. So don't want me do it now. Me bust them head like a blasted cylinder. Batman now play without linger. Get some little fool where I hype up in a the blasted village. Them not bad like their little finger. Listen me now, how them a go like them wicked and bad. When me check it out, them not the stupidest la. How them a go like the old world them have. When me check it, them no have no status for ya. Them come a hype up themselves. They say them no righteous.
Stay by your man's side when never have a dime. Now him find some new things to climb. Make him know you not leave till you get what's yours. Talk if you're talking.
Yes, Soundplex to the fullest.
See him with this house I'm not leaving. Baby, I'm not joking. Sure.
Does she touch you like I do? Kiss you like I do? In bed does she scream your name? When you were sick and in pain in a hospital bed, would bathe you and feed you, baby. So now you have money and fame, and everyone's calling your name. But don't you forget, it was just you and me in a tenement yard for one single bed. To all the real wives, if you're walking, make him know this house I'm not leaving. Rude boy, I'm not joking. Don't make him mash up your life. If you're talking, I walk if you're walking. Start out the something, I'm taking my share. See, I'm weird. I'm not gonna argue, not gonna fight you, not gonna call you names. So say what you want to, cuss if you have to. Boy, you should be ashamed. She ain't gonna feel my pain. She raining on my parade. But what goes around comes right back around. You both get what you deserve. Talk if you're talking, I walk if you're walking. This house I'm not leaving. Now you find a new thing for sure. Yeah, make you know me not leave till me get what's mine. I walk if you're walking. Make him know. Start out the song. Listen me.
Yes, how them get so outraged, so sunrise to them, they know themselves. Them talk badness get to hell, wow. Man, they tell you saints only just because some achieve them right. Now the devil get you well, wow. Rasta they notice this a dread culture. Still I see I work to my child frequency. Mapping down the blood, this city fill up and for your St. Volta. Find out that them they know themselves. Some of them gone out the line, out the line. Hey, look how them wanna culture, them all are criminalized. Yes, them gone out the line, so step aside. Even find out them mentally paralyzed. Yes, them gone out the line, out the line. As he said, them spiritually sick, them get hospitalized. Them out the line, out the line. See, look how them crippled to the brain bad vibes. This music bigger than them when think them begin it. Them speak the word, but me see them ain't living it. And them know it to the gas, begun them slinging it. And white was wall and so polka grave them digging it. Them a go get tartar with the truth about life where them after. Not for equal rights, just pass them one culture that no right. To the violence, they them come harmonize. I to them gone out the line, out the line. Hey, look how them wanna culture, them criminalize. Yes, them gone out the line, step aside. Better know the word that them is paralyzed.
Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul.
Just I do the rubber ducks, the butcher and the baker and the candlestick maker, the dress maker, the nurse and the gloomy precious. True need to the be one side.
Number one sound in town.
True need to the rubber ducks side. Alright.
Taking the sound your bass and taking the sound your treble. Everything he drew, sound balance and well level. Tapping a guap and all the bass miserable. So and them your sound run down 7 to 7. Select a same but like a was. And when them come in, them start chase like a parrot. If you drop up in, you coulda hear to the dance quiet. All the mid-rain scenes as if it a riot. When them start here, you know me not hear no higher. The bass line sound like say them pantaya. All I coulda hear from the crowd is a wada. The first tune me play and them dead like Goliath. The bass start tremble like he never eat carrot. Well, this is a warning to all your son idiots.
Why won't you tune in to the rubber duck side? Alright.
You are tuned to Ragga Soul. Ragga Soul.
Well, that rhythm is called Tune In. What I like most about that rhythm, Slim, is it's very rare that you got two different songs on a rhythm that feature a late artist as well as a contemporary. So
pretty much.
So the first one was Tarrus Riley and his dad, Jimmy Riley.
Jimmy Riley, yeah.
That one was called Pull Up Selector. That was followed by Sizzla, entitled Hype. Then after that, you had a Shireen Anderson entitled Talk If You're Talking. And then that was followed by a Lucha on Fire. And then finally, Bounty Killer alongside the late, great Sugar My Not. Tune In was the name of that final tune. And now, with that, it's time for what is no doubt Slim's favorite part of the show.
Bop, bop, bop.
Little Sound Boy.
Yep.
So what you got for me this week, Little Sound Boy?
Dub prices.
Dub plate prices?
Yeah, man. Dub plate price.
All right, so what specifically about dub plate prices you want to talk about this week, Slim?
Why the young artists choose to charge so much for their dub plates.
Is it just the young artists or is it everybody? Or you only have a problem with the young artists?
Well, it's majority of the young artists them. I wouldn't just say it's the young artists them alone, but majority of what I'm hearing in the sound clash industry is the young artists them.
Okay, cause enough of the big artists, like Junior Gang, it's
I understand.
Cheap. So you're saying the Gang is okay, but some of the younger artists, you don't really understand why they want such big money for the dub plate.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, these guys already established themselves in dancehall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Junior Gang and the Beenie Man, they established themselves in dancehall.
All right, so let me ask you this. What do you think is a reasonable price to pay for a young artist that is maybe not even up and coming, but someone who is not a Barris Hammond or a Barrington Levy or one of these established artists? What do you think is a fair price to pay?
Well, back in the days when we are cut dubs, it used to be what, 500 a tune? In no matter if you are at that level, or in no matter if you're just a boss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you think five bills is a fair price to pay for a dub plate?
That's a good start until you prove yourself like Beenie Man or even say Vybz Kartel. Then you can say, let me go ahead and charge big money there.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. And you know what, Sim? I would probably even back you up. Pause. I would probably even agree with you in this instance, and I would say that there are some of the younger artists out there. Some guys will give you two dub plates for $5 bill.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Some guys will give you 2 dub plates for $3 bill,
and we gotta big them up, man. We gotta respect that.
But I definitely understand dub plate prices is a thing that is definitely affecting the industry. And the funny thing about it is it trickles down, because if you're a sound like Bass Odyssey or you're a sound like Soul Supreme or whatever, if you know that some of the younger artists are going to charge you X amount of dollars for dub plates, well then what does that mean? That means you have to charge a promoter more money.
Yeah.
To book you for an event.
And you can't even say these big sounds, they could be the one on the forefront to step up and make a change. You see what I'm saying? Because if they go into the voice of Alkaline and Alkaline say X amount of money, if they now put them foot and say, no, Alkaline, we're not going to do that, then Alkaline wouldn't be doing what he doing, or you know what I mean, or other artists wouldn't be doing what they doing. It will force them, you know what I'm saying, to rethink their price then.
All right, but here's the other part about it, Slim, that you have to keep in mind.
Yeah.
When you're a young artist like Alkaline or any other young artist, Popcorn, whoever, if a song like Bass Odyssey or Soul Supreme or Stone Love is playing your dub plate, you as the artist are getting something out of it, right? Because if a big sound like that is playing your music, when a smaller sound goes and listens Stone Love cassette and hear that Stone Love is playing your music, the little sound is gonna want to go to the artist and get the same tune, cause everyone looks at the big sounds as setting the example. So if you're the artist, you might do a dub plate for Stone Love for free. Or you might do it for Bass Odyssey for free.
That's true.
I don't really think you can look at the big sound and say the big sound have to set the example, because the big sound a lot of the time doesn't pay the same price that the small artist, the small sound pay.
You're pretty much right. You're right.
You're right. But I understand what you're saying, but it's a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing that I gotta say, Slim, is I want to let everyone know, every song that you hear played on Ragga Soul, every single song was purchased. It was purchased on iTunes. Or it was purchased down at VP Records.
No free download thing.
You see me, I say?
All right.
And those two things are tied together, I think, because I have relationships with enough artists, Slim, and I can tell you that a lot of the artists and even a lot of the producers, they're not making money like they were before because we don't buy records anymore.
True.
And I'm not gonna call no song name.
That's very true.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So if you're the artist and you see that people not really buying your records, well then what does that mean? That means when a man come to check you for a dub plate, they say, yo, I got to eat food somehow. You know what I mean? So you're
Yeah.
going to try to make up the difference there.
But you just say it's a two-way street, right, Mighty Moke? So what I'm looking at is, for example, you have a sound maybe come from Rhode Island or even Minnesota or even Ottawa or wherever they want to be from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where you don't have reggae music that much. You know what I mean? Now imagine them now got to come to a big artist and pay that big money to go back over there to play the music that the people them can't hear.
That's what you're saying.
I don't feel that's fair.
Right. So in other words, you're saying that you have some sounds from some places that reggae music doesn't typically travel.
For sure.
And if that is the case, then the sound system is actually doing the artist a service and a favor.
It is.
So the artist is supposed to look out.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you know, Slim, I can't really argue with that. I cannot really argue with that, you know. The only thing I will say is that in today's day and age, you know, there was a time in Jamaica when sound system culture kind of first started to, I don't want to say first, but sound system culture, the sound system used to be the primary way that music was played.
Yeah.
In communities in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know? But now in today's day and age with the internet and with digital media, and now you have YouTube, now you have all these different websites, you have
Instagram.
all these, exactly, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
You have all these alternative ways that artists can get their music played, and they can get their music to cross national borders and boundaries. So the artists themselves, in a way, kind of feel like they don't need the sound system the way they did before.
So basically, you're saying that, hey, may I set a price, Mighty Moke, and if you don't want to pay it, too bad, because my music still going to reach that part of the world.
I think that's the way a lot of the artists look at it.
That's exactly how they're looking at it, man.
I think that's the way that a lot of the artists look at it.
Exactly how they're looking at it. And I also think, you know, correct me if I'm wrong on this one, I also think they're looking at it, hey, if the Beanies and the Bounty of that generation could do it, why can't we do it in our generation? You know what I mean? But hey, everybody got to eat, brother. That's how the industry is. Take it or leave it.
Yeah. Now, for those that are listening that have no idea what we're talking about, a dub plate essentially is a commercial. It is an endorsement that an artist does in the form of one of their hit songs. And they record it at the request of a sound system, such as a Soundplex, or such as a Stone Love or a Bass Odyssey or whoever. And this is usually something that is done in exchange for currency.
Pretty much.
Dinero.
Money.
You know, money, greenbacks, etc. And it is a free market economy, so artists are able to set their own price for their dub plates. And what Slim does not appreciate and doesn't like is the fact that the dub plate economy seems to have changed a lot over the past couple of years. And I think it's tied to, as I said, the rise of the internet and digital media.
Yeah.
As well as the fact that we are buying music less and less collectively as a culture. So very, very, very good discussion, Slim. I definitely see where you're coming from, and I definitely see there's two sides to every coin, you know?
Two sides to every coin.
All right, so what else you have for me now, little sound boy?
Well,
you don't mind me calling you little sound boy, right?
Nah, man, I'm my part of the show this, you know. You don't know it going on, Moke. So, we want to just big up King of These, and we want to big up Stereo 5 because they have a clash January 27th in New Jersey.
Yeah, the New Jersey Cup Clash.
The New Jersey Cup Clash. You understand? Give me your take real quick on that, Moke.
Well, just real quick, you know, I think if Stereo 5 wins that clash, then Stereo 5 is the big sound in New York City.
Well, with that said, I agree with you.
Because, I mean, when Stereo 5, they had a very, very good 2016. They won a couple of clashes.
Yep.
Soul Supreme is sort of like the Floyd Mayweather of the sound clash industry right now. But if Stereo 5 gets a win over King at Ease, that would be a very, very impressive resume for them over the past year.
Big up both sound and big up Stereo 5.
Yeah, big clash coming up for real.
I understand. Honestly, I want them beat King at Ease still.
What else you got for me?
Big up for yourself. And we also got Face Off coming up on February 4th.
Yeah.
That's Cosmic versus
Yared.
All right. Waiting about that one day.
It's going to be a very interesting clash. I think it's the first time in a while that Cosmic has clashed in New York City.
Yes.
They've been away for a little while. Yared definitely been making some noise lately, so it's gonna be a good one. I'm not betting on anybody. I'm just gonna go there and spectate and see what go on.
Yeah, man. I want them in a bet on no sound tonight there, but this clash, personally, me feel is a big clash for the two sound them. Why, my sister? Is because whoever winning this clash, them can go ahead and say, yo, let me test my box against King of these or maybe a Soul Supreme, but me don't know.
Well, very well said, Slim. And this has been episode 2 of Ragga Soul. And I think we have time for one final entry. And I think Slim is going to the Grammy crate to find this one.
And big up Mr. Devin the Doctor. You understand me? I'll play a tune right now for the ladies them. This one called Safe Heaven off his Grammy nominated album called Reggae for Her.
This is Ragga Soul.
Ragga Soul.
Said I won't, no I won't, no, said I won't let you after all is said and done, my love.
Ragga Soul. Ragga Soul.
Girl, I know I let you down, 'cause you left me with your heart and your love, but I never stayed, I only messed around.
Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul.
Now I see you with another
Yo, this is Banton representing for the real big sound, Soundplex.
I love you twice as much as I can. Hey, your beauty cannot be purchased. You should be rocking the latest bracelets and necklace. Baby, take me back. Take me back. Take me back to your safe heaven. Take me back. Take me back to your safe heaven.
To your safe heaven, take me back. Me really want you be where me at. Looking at your pictures, me baby that. Me love you and me no afraid to chat. Really miss the times where we used to spend. Now go see you again. All because me mess up like a little baby, but you are still my first lady, so hear me.
Oh baby, won't you take me back? Oh baby, won't you take me back? Give me another blind, give me another blind, and let my love shine in your light. Oh baby, won't you take me back? Oh baby, won't you take me back? Give me another blind, and I'm gonna be there.
When me say me take me back, I'm no joke thing. Me really need the life up in my body, need the protein. When you see me eyes red and no smoking, I cry for your love. Poor thing, everywhere your new man go, ain't promoting you. I thought me shoulda do, but me no know king. Them say you never know where you got till it gone, but me wish you did the right.
This is the Small Axe Jesse Royal representing for Soundplex International.
Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul, Ragga Soul.